Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Unorthodox Vegan. My name is Sean Gold, and this week we're episode number 48. We'll be making chocolate brownies. Sounds good. Now, this week is again part of the SREG program. The recipe from this week is from that program, SREG being the Environmental Sustainability Rotary Reaction Group. And this is recipe for day number 10 on their 15-day plant-based challenge. Now, the day 10 article is all about chicken and eggs, which I thought was kind of cute. Since we've already done chicken and eggs in the past, they're taking a different approach on this one. So we did an egg scramble, which is also listed on their day 10 of the plant-based challenge. Although their scramble I didn't think was going to be as good. I haven't made it, but it didn't look like as good as the one that I did on episode number, I think it was 36. 36, we did a tofu scramble and used that black salt, which gave it that nice sulfury flavor to it, which is just like the egg yolk. Oh, that was delicious, absolutely delicious. That was the egg side. The chicken side we did in episode 45. In episode 45 we did the honey garlic chicken wings with the jackfruit. By the way, I found a different jackfruit. I had bought two different types of cans of jackfruit, and the one that I found was much easier. It's younger jackfruit, so less seeds in it to worry about, and so you got more meat as a result of it. Was much better. So I can't tell you the brand because I don't know if you get them, and not guaranteeing that all of the cans will be the same. But I bought two of that other type, and they work better than the ones I used in the recipe. So that's great. But anyway, that whole chicken wings thing, the honey garlic chicken wings, have been delicious. I've been making lots of them, and it's just delicious. Anyway, so we've done chicken, we've done the eggs, but I thought, and I've done some baking before, and well, I haven't done the brownies before, so I thought I'd try the brownies. That's what we'll be making. And the recipe for that just calls for some basic ingredients, which includes flour, sugar, oil, cocoa, a little bit of baking powder, some vanilla, a dash of salt, and that's, I think, about it. I've got a baking tray already oiled and lined with some parchment paper, so it'll be easier to take out the brownies and serve them, cut them up and serve them. So that's what we'll be doing. So let me just get organized here. I'm going to start putting ingredients in and putting it into a mix bowl. I got my whisk mix bowl already organized. We're putting the dry ingredients in first, which is going to be a 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of granulated white sugar, 3/4 of a cup of what's it called? Good quality unsweetened cocoa powder, which will be it. A teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and that's what's going to go into the dry ingredients. I'll mix that all around. Once I get it all whisked together and evenly done together, then I will be adding in a cup of, it says coffee or water. I don't drink coffee, but I may have some instant coffee. I'll have to check, see if I can do that, but I'm not a big fan of coffee myself. If you are, great. Half cup of the vegetable oil and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So that's what I'm going to be mixing together. I'll do that really quickly when we come back. Back in a bit. All right, I put all the ingredients in here. That was 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of granulated white sugar, 3/4 of a cup of the cocoa powder, a teaspoon of baking powder, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to whisk this all together now and get that organized. And then once I've done that, I will be adding in my cup of water, which I actually found some instant coffee. So I will be putting in instant coffee. I'll be putting in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and a half cup of vegetable oil. And that's all I'm going to be putting in. I'll mix those all together. Once I've done that, then I will pour that mixture into that baking pan, or that pan that will go into the stove, in the oven. And I have already turned on the oven. It's at 350 degrees, and it is going to be ready to bake. And that will go in the oven for, I think it's for half an hour. Half an hour in the oven at half an hour to bake at 350 degrees. So that's what we'll be dealing with. Put in the cup of coffee. I used an instant coffee. Hopefully that won't hurt me too much. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. and a half a cup of vegetable oil. So let me just put this in using a canola oil. And I'll just be mixing it together and then pouring it in. So let's just see what that looks like. Okay, that looks like it's nicely mixed together. Let's put that into the baking pan. Now it said to use it in a 9 by 13 inch pan. And this is a 9 by 13 inch pan. And it's slightly oiled on the bottom. And I have it lined with parchment paper on the bottom. So I've slightly lined it, parchment paper. Want to get it all the right thickness or consistent thickness. I'm assuming it's going to spread out, but I don't want to have the mistake of finding out that it didn't. So I'm just going to spread it out, try to get it nice, even thickness, pretty even thickness. But it is a thick mix. So I'll have to see how this works. Okay, that should be it. And the oven is already heated up, so I will put that in the oven right now. And put the timer on for 30 minutes. And we'll be back in 30 minutes to see how that tastes. Back soon. Well, the baking is done. I've let this thing cool for about 15 minutes. I'm just going to take it off the cooling tray here and going to cut up a little bit. Let's see, it said 15 pieces, but there's a lot here. And this looks pretty good. So let's just try this. Let's get this corner piece here. I know it should probably cool down a little bit more, but let's just see how this goes. Yeah, it does need to be cooled down just a little bit more. But you know what? For taste test, this should be sufficient. So here we go. This is what a piece looks like. And I don't know if you can see that. The nice texture inside. It's cooked all the way through without being hard. Warm, chewy, not too chewy, and very chocolatey. Wow. Oh, that's delicious. Wow. That's really good. Okay. I'm in heaven. So there you have it. Now this was, as I said, this was in the egg and chicken thing. There was no egg in here and no egg replacement directly. What it was just showing, the recipe was trying to show you, is that you don't need egg in your baking as well. And there was other recipes in there that you could use at a chocolate cake, but we already did a chocolate cake. Some other stuff that says you don't need to use eggs. There's lots of things you can use. Well, that's it for this week's episode of the Unorthodox Vegan. My name is Sean Gold. If you want to get a hold of me, you can reach me at my email address up here. That's vrcompanions@gmail.com. And again, this recipe was found in the SRAG 15-day plant-based challenge. You can find that out by going to esrag.org, which I have on the screen. And you can, as always, please follow me on my YouTube channel. That's www.youtube.com/@the_unorthodox_vegan. Until next time, have yourself an amazing day. Bye for now.